Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we'll see Jared Goff and the NFC champion Los Angeles Rams as they take on Dak Prescott and the defending NFC East champs, the Dallas Cowboys. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season ago, back at it again in 2019.
And we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again, but they shouldn't be overconfident. 7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year, so you're not assured of going back year after year.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over with their fourth-year quarterback, Dak Prescott, at the helm. The passing yards a career high last year, close to 3,900, but protection was a problem for Dak Prescott. His 56 sacks taken were one fewer than his previous 2 years combined.
Let's go. Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 26. 26.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And the offensive starters for Dallas.
And we take a long look at Ezekiel Elliott, who led the league in rushing 2 out of the last 3 years. Certainly built to handle a huge workload. He led the league in total touches a season ago.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
At the 39-yard line.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 26. 26.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So here are the Rams now under their 33-year-old head coach, Sean McVay. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's taken in by Henderson. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
And I think the entire league benefited when Andrew Whitworth made the decision to come back for his 13th NFL season. Still one of the best offensive tackles in the game. 4 Pro Bowls, 2 times first-team All-Pro. He's now 10th among active players in the NFL in games.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
2nd down, it's Henderson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here are the starters defensively for the Cowboys. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Here's Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Third and long, it's Goff. And he'll find Henderson there, it's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The kick is good. Makes the score Rams 3.
Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all, but this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Here's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To throw is Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle. 2nd and 5 now. Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott now over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Drops it underneath to Elliott. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malik Collins able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Quickly from Goff to Kupp. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing.
Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
Keep playing hard.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They defer to Brown to start the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he spots Henderson open left side. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. A first down carry by Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards.
We got three down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll run with Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. These two teams, of course, met last year in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And, a lot of people were calling that kind of a throwback game to the 70s of the old NFL. And the Rams would get out to the 23-7 lead. Cowboys tried to make a late push, but the Rams would hold on for the 30-22 victory.
A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Los Angeles.
Goff now looking to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Goff now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Cooper Kupp. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The tackle there by John Johnson. From the 44. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep, ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the
Elliott. A little juke, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
A gain of 9 yards.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
You got him. You got him.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Draw play, Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. On the left side, Gallup's got it. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brett Maher on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Maher able to put this one through. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going.
On 1st down, it's gone. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Goff on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Goff on the draw play to Henderson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, Brown. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st down, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year, there on the stop. From the 27, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Goff now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run the counter. It's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Goff. He gets it to Cooks. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
Brandon Cooks. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Goff on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Here's Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks. His 6th touchdown of the season as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Is good. Makes the score Cowboys 12.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Prescott now throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. That one complete. Elliott. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
False start, offense.
The big tackle, Andrew Whitworth, flag there. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods.
Easy work. It's easy work. It's coming again.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Here's Elliott, and this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
False start, offense.
Well, maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he felt he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Prescott now Nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Prescott throwing complete to Cobb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
John Johnson on the coverage.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Maher is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask, 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Antoine Woods breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To the air again, Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Pollard. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Caught by Cobb. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now Goff on first down. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Goff. That's complete to his tight end Higbee. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Bang it.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A run for Weber. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mike Weber, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is going to be.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a set. Come on.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I'm coming after you. Mike.
Here's Goff. And he's going to go down again. Christian Covington. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
1st down, Los Angeles.
This is Brown on the draw play. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 27-yard line.
Goff now to throw. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and short.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Goff's pass. Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. His 2nd afternoon.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. 90 ticks to go. Still time, but they need this onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Pollard again. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard, and he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads.
And oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Dallas, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.